Welcome in, everybody. Oh. For those who missed the first couple episodes, we are basically making a final push towards the Elder Mod Star. We have a lot of it done already, and we're getting very, very close to completely being done. However, there are a few other things that we still have to get done. To give you an idea, this is where we're at for most everything. So we have all 18 black holes, wither compasses, Patrick stars. We're working on the creative essence. The dimensional seed, we are short diamond, emerald, and obsidian. And for the rest of them, we're just short a couple things here and there. And you can tell that by all the check marks around. Like, most everything we've kind of sort of just already done. So, I do want to check real quick. The Awakened, the Premium, we haven't done much with yet, but we will. Yo, what's up, BK Fisher? How's it going? I think what I'm doing, I want to try to use a Dragon Familiar spawn egg with Paradox Machine and see if I can spawn the dragons over and over again and catch them instead of creature catchers. Never mind, we have all of the dragons. We do not need any more. She loves Spooky. What's up? I'm doing good, man. How are you all? What's up, Hero? How's it going? Main log, hello. Hero Notch, how's it going? Going pretty good so far here. Just hanging out, doing our thing. Getting some Minecraft in after a very long Monday. All right. So, oh, it looks like we do have all the creative essence we need. That's good to know. What's up? 100 days? No, we're not going to make it to 100 days. Not a chance in the world. We're on day 4 and we've already basically done all the hard well, with this being the exception, we've done most of the hard stuff. But this will not be nearly as bad once Lex is done with what he's working on, because he's making us a ton, an absolute ton of power. Let's take a look at the Nexium emitter real quick. I think the Tesla coil may still need to be made, but should be getting closer on that. Nexium emitter. Craft a pattern for that real quick. I do need to make those because I don't think we've actually crafted those yet. Throw that in there. So there are several things that we are missing for that. What's that trying to craft there? The gravitational modulating unit? Is that what it's... No, that's not what it's trying to craft. Not the Tesla coil. Oh, it's trying to make more of those player transmitters. Player transmitters. I need 18 of those. I gotta get 18 player. Goodness. Aerial. These guys. Let me go ahead and make 18 of them. And then we're gonna go find some zombies somewhere. Where am I gonna find zombies at? Here, last time I played, Island Sand tried to copy you to get to ATM Star. Now I'm more tryhard. Heck yeah. Lex is just a powerhouse. Exactly. No, he's doing some crazy stuff with some turbines he's working with. And I'm kind of just letting him run with it. Haven't watched any other episodes. How are you so fast? Part of it is that this is like my 5th playthrough of all the mods 10. So keep that in mind. Part of it is that there are a lot of other people on the team. Like, I mean, a lot of people that have helped and done stuff. And then part of it's just that, you know, I know what I'm doing and I know what needs to be done and what to do next, right? So I feel like that ties into the first thing, but I don't know. Generically, that's why or how. Yeah, no problem, man. Happy to help. I'm very, very glad that they help. Okay, so this is not going to do it. Zombies. Do we have like a spawner? That ain't gonna be it. Does this guy spawn zombies? Oh, he does. It does. Okay. Okay. I thought I turned that off. Apparently I did not. Oh, this is our XP farm, by the way. I was like, what you do, how you do, except the quantum sword. Got it. It works really, really well. We get a ton of XP from it. All right. I need a better way to get zombies. I don't really have a good way to do it yet. But I am thinking... because it's zombies or husks, right? Let's just go back to the overworld real quick. You know what I probably could do? This may be a bad idea. You hate it? Yeah, Quantum Sword's rough to make. What's up, Dead Soul? How's it going? How are you? All right, let me through. This is probably a dumb idea. But we're gonna do it anyways. I'm looking for... what is that? The dungeon? Abandoned temple. Dungeon, that one. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna fly to that, and I know it's got zombie spawners. So we may not get them quick, but they'll be there. We're trying to craft all the things we need to craft for the Aldemont Star. One of those things is 18 of the player transmitters from Powa. Each one of those requires an aerial pearl. We're just going to take this with us, actually. Don't mind if I do. Can I have it? Thank you. Because I don't care about the rest of it. Come here, come up top. Need to fly down into a cave, but other than that, this guy shouldn't care at all. Basically, I just need to click a bunch of aerial pearls on zombies. But we don't really have an easy way to get to the zombies. But now, we do. Let's grab, for the sake of it, those. Should help a little bit. I need to do the men's spawn delay as well. Grab some of that. And that should work, right? It should be dark enough in here, I would assume. Only it's not. The thing to ignore conditions. How do you get so fast all the diamond and emerald you need for the dimensional seed quickly? I've waited so long, always my mystical agriculture produce them. It's either really, really fast hydroponic beds or you use a lot of bees. Okay, so this does work. It just takes 8 years. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Torton? I'm doing great. How are you doing? How are you? Oh, physically fast? I am physically fast because of the quantum suit. I don't remember which one of these. Walk speed and sprint speed for the quantum armor. Just upgrades in how fast I can walk and sprint. Also, if you want to go really fast, use the speed gems from Apotheosis. Those will make you go really, really fast. Like, absurdly fast. Maybe there's just not enough free space for them to spawn. Or is it the slabs? Shouldn't be the slabs. Surely now, right? There we go. Oh, it's because of the lag. Great. Neoforged. That's not even that bad. Oh, it's bad because I'm in the overworld where it is bad. That actually makes a ton of sense. Glad you're doing fine. We are getting close. I need 5 more of these. And then we'll make all of the Nitro player transmitters. And then we'll see what's next. I'm basically just checking stuff off the list as I find it. Two more. Oh, that's hilarious, Cryptex. That's actually really funny. What's up, the drama life? Here, Notch, what if you try to make the Eclipse Alloy pack so it's better than the Obsidian one? It is, but I really have no need for it. I'm not really mining anything or anything like that at this point. Why is this thing not spawning? Spawn me mobs, please. If I have a need for it, I'll do it. If I don't, then I won't. Like, if it doesn't help me get closer to the star, then there's no reason to do it. And this one's been working. Honestly, somebody else made this and gave it to me. And I accidentally stole this sword from somebody too. So like, I actually didn't make either of these. The tools are usually pretty low on the list of things that I prioritize. What's up, Cryptex? How's it going? One more. I just need you to spawn one more zombie. That's it. Just a single zombie. Perfect. All right. Then we dip. Throw all 18 of those in here. Player transmitters. 18 of those. Start it up. All right, so that's going to make the player transmitters, which are part of this guy, right? Quantum computer multi-threader. I don't know if what we have as far as that goes, or the wireless universal terminals. I need to make those too. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Wireless. That's a mess. Okay. Wireless universal terminal. So it needs to be 4, right? Wireless terminal. I think this is the one it doesn't need to be. I need these 3. And that one, right? Let's double check. I don't want to make the wrong ones. So I'm going to double check this before I start auto crafting stuff. Wireless terminal. I need pattern encoding. Pattern access, extended pattern access, crafting, and then the normal pattern access. So I do need that one. Fascinating. Okay. Wireless crafting. We're just going to do 20 of all of them because whatever. Extended pattern access. Wireless pattern access. And then pattern encoding. Excellent. Now we take this. We do that a bunch of times. So all of these are full of that. Swap this guy out, put the next one in. Like that, I think. And then this one and this one. Those are the same. This one. I'm gonna double check each one of these real quick. 4. Every one of those looks identical to me. Minus the fact that some of them are more charged than others. I just discovered the Quantum Crafter can craft Inferium Essence without any modification or external crafter. Yes. You mean like this? That's exactly what I'm doing. You can make a spawner fast with a repeater and sugar. I already did that part. Wishing I was off work already. Dude, I just got off work. I feel you. It was a long day. But I worked a whole bunch during my PTO for the kid being born. And so I have like an extra 3 days to take off, and we were doing monthly planning. And so I literally just was like, yeah, let's just take off 3 days at the end of the month. So there's a decent chance that I might have a very extended period of time with which I can stream at the end of the month. And I'm very excited about that. So we'll see. Never knew that and always rely on the crafter tier 3. This is the way to go. This thing literally worked through 500,000 in Inferium Essence in under like 5 minutes. Now, I will say the best way to go is just to make the Insanium B. Hands down the best way to go. You don't have to craft it all up to Insanium. You actually just have to craft it down to whatever tier you end up needing. That is the best way to go for sure. Okay. All of the wireless universal terminals are done. Which means we got that done for the next EME. So top line is completely done. That's going to take a while. Quantum computer multi-threader. See if we got those. Quantum computer multi-threader. 18 of those. We don't have enough Ender Dust, which would mean Enderium Essence, Skystone Essence. Enderman Seeds. Skystone Essence is there, but it doesn't look like we're growing more. Oh, I gotta turn that off. That'll pick stuff up too quick. Let's dump everything in here I can. All right. Skystone, which one is? I think it's this one right here. Is that going up? $16.99. Has the multi-block for crafting the star changed? I see 2 altars. Kind of. They changed the power sources that you have to use for it, from my understanding. I haven't messed with it yet. But I'm sure I'll get to it here in a little bit. All right, there are a couple spots still free. I'm gonna throw the Enderman seeds in there. Do we still have Skystone seeds somewhere? Don't break any seeds. Certus, Inferium, Search Quartz, blah, 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 blah. I don't see them in there. No crop supports. Hey, so the bottom ones do. Bro, the bottom ones have them. Just the top ones don't. Where are... Man, I really thought we had Skysteel seeds. Or Skystone seeds. Clearly we did at one point. Because of the essences going. I'll let the professionals build it first. I see 2. Yeah. Yes, there's not only 1, but a total of 6 64. I don't know why I have 64 processing units, tons of energy. Hey, that's crazy. Yo, what's up, Dragonster King? I'm doing really good, man. It's been a good day. Not me accidentally overflowing my AE system. Oof. Oof. It happens. It happens. So, Sky... We've got Skystone Dust. Skystone Essence actually... So Skystone itself is going up. So the problem is just that I used it all. That's the problem. I assume when I was making the wireless terminals. Yep. So Enderman Essence is going to come in. We're going to get a bunch of Ender Pearls. And then we'll have that. How much looting does this have on here? Next to none. Let's go fix that real quick. Here we go. Looting. Looting 8 to do the trick. Where is... Can I just do it through this? Negatory. How do I do this? Is this a thing? I don't know how that... How does the enchanter work? Or do I use an anvil? Anvil. Alright. That should work, unless we got some perfect Ender Surge somewhere, which I don't think we will. Certainly not in there. Oh, Ender... Surge, Ender... Nope, none. Notch, you usually get up to either double 64k pillar, so it's 260k, 3 processing units. I go with the quantum computer multi-block. I usually go with the quantum computer multi-block. That tends to be my route in general. But I'll farm Deep Dark. Basement. Didn't we used to have one to the end? Doesn't this go to the end? It does. Beautiful. All right, so the goal now is that. And then collect tons of Ender Pearls. Because I realistically don't actually need that many. Which is the only reason why I'm here farming them manually. Hello. That guy hung around longer than I thought he would. I think he tanked a full hit. I just realized you're playing with friends. Yeah, I'm playing on a community server right now, actually. So this server is hosted by me for my community, whoever wants to play on it. The IP's in the Discord, and anybody is free to join if they so wish to. And then a lot of us are on a team together, attempting, not necessarily the speed run per se, but we are trying to beat the pack. That's the goal. No there's a bunch of Endermen in our mob farm, but our mob farm is not currently set up to collect items. It is set up entirely just for XP, and it gets about 1,000 levels of XP per minute. It is quite nice. All right, we're just gonna dump all those Ender Pearls in there. We should be getting Enderium Essence as well. That's my backpack. That's not where we wanted it. We wanted it all in here. Toss it all in there. And then once again, we're going to try to make the quantum computer multi-threaders. 18 of them. Literally just missing Ender Dust. So we don't have a recipe for that somewhere? That's a smelting factory. I'm not seeing a crusher here. Is crusher going to be with the mechanism stuff? Oh, I don't have my... Oh, personal shrinking unit. I need one of those. Whee! That would be... there. Tomorrow we'll join Discord. Heck yeah, sounds good. Every time I join a server, I tend to build too much, server crashes, so I'd be best not to join. It's okay, no worries either way. I wish I could, but I don't trust the internet. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Possibly when you try to craft, his start button grayed out. I missed something there. I apologize. That's fancy. I really like that room. Infusing, crushing. So this should have a pattern for ender dust. It does. But these are not hooked up to the system. So therefore, I'm going to do something that PT is going to hate. Like he's going to... You're going to actually hate this. Oh, I didn't have to go back. Give me a second. We're going to come in here. Oh, I do actually have to go back in there. Wireless connectors. That. And then we're going to grab some of these dense cables. We're going to go straight along the back with them. This guy's going right there. Grabbing him. Flush home. There it is. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Why does it not let me place it? What is that? Or I could just find some place where I could do that without having to swap it. But does anybody remember what the keybind is to change it where you no longer place on the other side? Wireless connectors won't work in other dimensions. That's a great point, actually. That's a great point. I could still use it in there, but I do need a quantum ring. Or getting stuff to it. Okay. If I run a cable right here, dude. Okay, place on opposite. Yeah, but I can't. I don't. Is that what it's called? Called place on opposite side keybinds. Place parts on opposite side. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay, so we're coming out 3 there. We're building our quantum ring. This guy will go in the middle. Okay, where'd he go? That. There. So then I just need to get singularities. What is it? Singularities, ender pearls, and blow them up? I think that's right. Is it just one of each? Quantum. I can't remember how I did it. Quantum. Entangled singularities. Yes, it is. Ender pearl that, and then a TNT. Alright, we're just going to go do this in the overworld because I don't even have to want to worry about it. One of each will make a pair. Perfect! That is exactly what we want. Turn the magnet off. I hate that that keybind is double bound, but I'm not about to try to fix it right now. And then I didn't bring anything to light that with. So close. Flint and steel. Is holding shift not? Yeah, holding shift makes it place it on the other side. All right, flash home. So now, and I think this one won't put PT over the edge, which is perfect. I'm gonna throw that on there. Then I'm headed back into here. To there. Why are we listening to Christmas music? There we go. Okay, well, so, anyways, like we were saying, wireless connectors. Does that already has a wireless connector up here. Well, there we go. Device is offline. Why is it offline? 0 status, no power. Why no power? Do I need to provide power separately in here? Does that not come through the quantum ring or not through the P2P? Because we 3 months out. Nice. Opposites control for me. Shift just works for place and ignore it. Yeah, I wish it worked for me. I should probably set it up like that. Why is it not getting power? Or should I instead just literally place this here and link it to that? I don't know how to link P2P. Don't want to mess with it. Devices online. All these are online now. All right. Anyways, where were we? Quantum. That's the accelerator. I'm looking for the multi-threader. That guy. That. A lot more interminescence. Okay, we're going to slash home. Any memory card, shift right click, P2P connected controller. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work towards it, I'm going to be honest. I knew there was a reason I've never done P2P before. Don't wireless connectors just seem easier? Somebody's invisible. Somebody's invisible and follow me around. I wonder if they know that I have the command saved to get rid of that. I should have it. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, so that means it's... Hold up. Hold up. There it was. So it's true invisibility. Oh, but you still... I assume that means you got it on a potion pylon. Is it worth trying to make mega cells? I've never needed them. You can do it. Anything's worth trying, right? But I have never found an actual like in-game reason to do it. Hey, pylon is sick for that. Way to go. Saw them for a second. Yeah, it literally it blinks. Yep. Oh, that one kept it. Yeah, there it is. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. With all that out of the way, we're just gonna wait on, I guess, the interminescence to build up, I suppose. Like, I don't... No reason to do anything else. You know what I didn't do? Anything with the interminescence. Sometimes this game makes me feel incredibly stupid. Like, incredibly stupid. Ender dust should be a crafting pattern in there. Did it not? Ender dust. How is that not a pattern? And also, I'm like 90% sure I saw it as a pattern. Right?
Torrid Sun says, that quantum ring is probably on a subnet. You need to connect after the P2P.
Or... say, screw that. Pull this out, put that in. And now... we have Ender dust. If it works, don't fix it. Okay, quantum. That guy. Yeah, okay, so now we're just waiting on the asset. Beautiful! Gotta get the fan on. The computer's getting hot. PT will probably hate you for that. I'll survive. He'll never know. How would he know? Everything on the same subnet works so much better, or the same network, whatever. Certainly my preference. Why are we out of Ender Pearl and not like getting more? Well, this is part of it. We could do is fix the thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, straight up right here, honesty, right? This one's probably me. I did take the Enderman predictions out of there. I did do that the other day. And I believe it was because they used to have a fuzzy card in here. They don't anymore. But that should theoretically start getting all of the Enderman predictions through. And if it does, what on earth? Oh, mimics. Ooh, fancy. I don't really care though. I want these. Same to you, and then we grab a bunch of them, you know, like oodles, one could say. They are barely being imported back in. I way over accelerated that, like way over accelerated. I've never needed extra channels. I'm using subnet to transfer P2P. How many hours deep would you say you are? I mean, we could go check. Let's see. Leaderboard. Time played. I am about 12 hours in. PT is about 50, probably 52, 53 hours in. Lex is right up there as well. So we put some pretty good time in. Count Balrog's out. Balrog doesn't count here because he's on his own team doing his own thing. But everybody else pretty much is on the same team here. All right, we get all these going. If 16 or 8 maybe. Yeah, it's better. I don't even know what to make here. Like, this is cool. But like, if I pick one, it's just going to start making all of those, you know? And I don't necessarily want that. Make a bunch of whoopee cushions. Oh, that's actually what we should be making. Okay, those are going to go. Yeah, 16 works fine. How does 32 do? That's just the 16 still. 32. This keeps up with 32. Just keep up with 64. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Okay, so this isn't a solo thing? No. This is not a solo thing. This is a community playthrough on a public server that I've got hosted, and we're all running through it together. Just started out ATM Sky with friends, and I've been exploring the mods, finding it pretty fun right now. Awesome, that's sick. I love this guy. As soon as we're done with this playthrough, I'm headed straight back to that world. I wish this pack had storage cells to hold as many items as you need without worrying about types. I so agree with that. That's one of the reasons why I like the Feed the Peas packs better, is because they do have that. I normally get the leather belt maxed out, so I have 10 hearts, so my health gets stacked. What makes the forever meat thing? Yeah, that's exactly what I just started making, was the infinity everlasting beef thing. So you're saying make some leather belts too? Which one's that? Vampiric glove. None of those. Why don't I see it? I don't see it. Just one leather belt. I'm farming the funny compass now. Nice. Grab some superstitious hats too. Night vision goggles, actually. I've been looking for a single ancient city in Skywriting, different possible locations, get like 0 of them. Oof, that's unfortunate. There's an easy way to do it though. If you look at the Ars ritual, it's very, very easy to set up, and it'll take you directly to it. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I made the everlasting beef. First of all, because I thought it'd be really funny. Second of all, because I can take them all and just throw them all at Lex to be funny and facetious. It might be loot only because I didn't see it in there. I did look. And it did not look like it was in there at all. Quantum accelerator? Is it this the one we want? Future multi-threader? I don't remember which one it is now. I'm second guessing myself. It is. That's the one we want. Okay. Quantum computer multi-threader. 18 of them. Started up. Retry. Excellent. Hey man, thank you for all your uploads. They have helped me massively on ATM10. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, dude. I'm very, very glad that they helped. Decrepitude to speak. I agree. It is pretty sick. Also, did you know that Decrepitude is broken? Found a level 10 book that can one-shot a warden with it. That's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Let me make sure that thing's going the way it's supposed to. Yeah, that's just going to take some time to get through all of that. That's fine with me. So, 1, 2, 3 things done. Infinity range boosters, I believe we already have done. In infinity range boosters, we do already have done. Which means... Extreme, oh, sweet. Finished extreme reactors. Gravitational modulating unit we need. That's really just going to be waiting on... Well, I thought that took... Looney! What are you doing back, dude? How's it going, man? I'm doing great. How are you? Thank you so much. I don't deserve that, but I am so appreciative. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget the heart pendant craftable. I've got one of them, and I've got the reds and the yellows in so far. The ATM10 server is open server. I'm looking for people to play with. Yeah, it's open. It's public. It's on my Discord. There are no rules, though, so keep that in mind. I am not policing it. Looney, what's up, dude? How are you doing? It's been a long day. It basically is like a Monday, but we're hanging in there. Discrod. So close. They removed antimatter from the modulating unit. TTS doesn't need it either. I thought it needed it, but that's awesome. Because that's so many less antimatter pellets that you need. That's fantastic. Well, in that case... let's go ahead and let's make the pattern for it. Gravitational modulation unit. And then I'll do the module base real quick. That's, ooh, I'm not gonna have that. Tin and bronze we'll probably have. But I know I'm not gonna have HPD, HDPE. Enrichment chamber. We're gonna make that as a pattern, knowing I can't do anything with it yet. Then we're gonna make these. I do still have to get polonium. I do think we have refined glowstone seeds already. That one we got, that's fine. Jetpack is easy. Okay, let's sit all this stuff down into here. And then throw that other thing in the enrichment chamber. And then we may actually start hitting mechanism hard against my better judgment. Because it needs to happen. And who's to say I'm not the one to do it, you know? We'll throw that in here. It does need polonium. Yep, it does. It does. I realized that after. Which is not that hard to get. But we'll take some time. Infusing, so that's not enriching, is it? Because... HDPE... Wow. Eats. Yeah, that's what I'm making them for. Those have to run through an enrichment chamber and ultimate enriching factory. Okay. We're making that. There's SFM code plus a template in Discord for fuel. I'm making one antimatter pellet every 5 minutes or so with that in the max size reactor on TTS. Dude, that's actually really good. So the ATMS10 server and open server. Yes, it is. That one and the To The Sky server are both open. And anybody can join. I don't charge for anything, and I won't charge for anything. It will never become a paid-for server. I don't care enough for that. So let's look for the enriching factory real quick. Enriching factory. That's the one we're trying to make. We'll start that up real quick. I'm not missing anything in there. Glad I did my drink meat farm, so I have feathers and occultism books. Nice. Yeah, the drink meat farm's pretty sick. Makes enough steam to run 2 max-sized turbines generating 57 million FETX. Ooh. Very nice. I think that's what Lex is working on. You're gonna build one, blah, 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 blah. Lex, are you working on the... Oh, what are they called? The turbine things for power from the mechanism thingy. We're gonna use the word thingy like so many times in there. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, this just needs to be... Give that a little bit of speed. Now you might need a little bit of speed as well. Darn. I'm trying to find a nice way to say I'm lazy, because I'm lazy. Oh, that's funny. Okay, ultimate enriching factory. We're gonna throw it down right here. So I'm probably gonna have to turn that. No, I should actually. These should just go straight through. Oh, I don't mind doing it. I really don't. But as all of you know, Mechanism is not my favorite of mods. I've done it before many times, but most of the time it's just an absolute grind to get through. The Johnny Hall show. All right. I'm going to tell you all this, all right, in confidence. I have for my entire life hated being called Johnny, and I don't know why, but it's just because it's like, it's not my name. My name's just John. So just as a heads up, if you want to get to me, that's how to do it. Like, that's one of like the few buttons I have that you can poke, right? No kidding. I was like teaching science, trying to work through fissile fuel set. It's awful, dude. It's so awful. It literally is like trying to teach science. I did one Mechanism video and I'm very proud of it. And like I put together, no, you're good. Had nothing to do with you. I know you didn't mean it bad. But no, it's just like the one button that you can push, right? The one video I did on Mechanism, I literally had to put together diagrams. Like I put together like actual diagrams for how to get all the way to fissile fuel to run the SPS or whatever. I literally went all the way to the SPS. It was hilariously awful. Okay. So those are still going. That's working fine. To be clear, I'm not upset at all. There's no way you guys would know that. And to be honest, like I say, it's a button. It would be almost impossible for any of y'all to actually upset me. Don't worry about it. I just wanted y'all to know because I don't know. I think it's funny. Something about MI is actually a lot simpler. Perks, diagrams, yum. Yeah. The diagrams were, I don't know. I was pretty proud of it. I thought it looked pretty good, but they were still part of this. I've been called Peter, Steven, and Marcus by my customers. Yikes. I know the feeling. I get Mark instead of Marcus. It kills me. Yeah. See, it's not even so much that like I dislike the name Johnny. It's a fine name. I know people named that and I don't mind it, right? It's a good name. It's just not mine, right? I feel like that was the one thing. Okay, so I do have to get HDPE, get these guys going. Ultimate pressurized reacting factory. Okay. So that's already going to have one. Ultimate. So we've got all of the patterns in here. Pressurized reacting factory. That one. Missing one basic. I'll make a pattern for that real quick, if you don't mind. Basic pressurized. Am I spelling that wrong? Basic reacting factory. That needs a pattern. Make one. That needs a pattern. Thank you. My Amazon Alexa just reminded me to take out my trash cans tonight. I do need to do that. Throw that in there, throw that in there. So now I should be able to make advanced, elite, basic. It had a basic. So I need to find that pattern. Actually, I don't care anymore. I've got one. I don't have one. That's NBT data. So is the NBT data on the second one, the advanced one? Is that the pattern that needs to change? I gotta go find it either way. Yeah, I know it's NBT data. I just don't know which one it is. NBT pressure reacting factory. So probably I don't want to make more of them. I want to have the actual thing. Advanced. That one, right? That one looks right. Okay, so that means there's definitely two in here, right? Oh, I just put that back in here. Grab that one back out. Is it an add-on for mechanism towards instance or dictionary? Since when does pressurized reaction chamber have factory versions? I don't know. I think it is an add-on, but it is newer, I believe. I shouldn't have to have that one. Basic pressurized reactor factory. Crafts 1. Let me take both those out real quick. Basic, elite, advanced, ultimate 1. So it needs one with no owner. All right. Patterns. Pressurized reaction chamber. Show me all of them. Basic. Both those are basic. I'm taking both those. And one advanced. So crafts 1. So we just need one of these. Those are the same thing. I wonder if we got duplicates. Those are compressions. Take out and craft again, not the pattern, the item. Like that. It still doesn't like it. Basic pressurized reaction. So it doesn't know how to create that. Is that because I've got it on me? I thought we had 2. I thought I made 2 and put a second one in there. Here's what I'll do. Put that back in there. Let's try it one more time. No, it still doesn't like it. The edit John's going through right now is me when a recipe has to enter a queue. No matter what, I can't get it to work. I feel that. This is a struggle. At that point, craft the base machine and use the tier installers to upgrade it. That's not a bad idea either. Can I create one of these? So there were literally 2 of those in there. Advanced, basic, ultimate. So there are still 2 patterns for basic, right? That's the one I need to get rid of. So there's still 2 basic. Okay. So I just have to find the other one that's broken. Which is somehow not here. Pressure. There we go. That's 1. This was 1. Ultimate. That's something. Those are oxidizing factories. Basic pressurized reaction. It's still in there. But where? How? Okay, at least I know what's going on this time. There is a bad pattern, and I know what the bad pattern is. It's just a problem of actually being able to find it. Making always DBT data, but yeah, it's the worst. Search reacting factory. Let's search factory. Those are smelting factories. Crafting, that's a metallurgic infuser. That's fine. That's fine. I'm looking for a reaction a chamber. Let's look for chamber. Chamber. Ultimate pressurized reaction chamber. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put them in order. Put them in order, okay? Ultimate, right there. That is working. Elite, fine. Right there, also working. Advanced is going to be somewhere. What do they look like? Those? You guys see any more of these? Because I'm not seeing any more of these. Put a $sign before chamber. No. The basic pattern access terminal is awful. Extended is so much better to search for stuff. So I'm just being dumb right now and I'm making this more difficult than it has to be. Is that what I'm hearing? Search reacting? Probably better. This the one we need out? Probably not all caps make it better. Reacting. Okay. We may be in a better position now. Big boy. Second one. Where's the advanced one? I think this is the one I need to change. 90% sure. This one is the one. No owner. Right? That seems right. That seems right. Crafts 1 advanced with no owner. Basic. So we got elite, advanced, basic, and then the normal one, right? So we don't need either of these. Clear them both. And I think they're set up correctly too. They look right. Substitute alternate items for all of the, those all look correct to me. I think this is correct. Also, somehow I don't have a Cultimism visual update. For sure that's on the newest version. It is. What's the ideal mining layer in the mining dimension again? For what? It depends on what you're looking to try to mine. Yeah, extended works so much better, and I'll try it next. Advanced ultimate one. Did I not include a basic one? Hey, John, been watching your streams. Loving the content. Torovids just joined your Discord. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. That's very kind of you. This one might put me over the edge, guys. It might. It might. Where down did I go? It will not best me. I'm smarter than this game. Not by a lot, but by at least a little bit. Short of the installer probably is right for this. Yeah, you're probably right. But hey, now we can autocraft it, right? We got it set up. It works. It was just one busted pattern that we just couldn't find for like 8 years. Okay, anyways. Where were we? So now, back to what we were trying to do initially. HDPE, HEDE, H something. HD. Yeah, no, PE. Why was I typing an A in? How dumb can I be? Substrate, oxygen, liquid ethene. That's not what I wanted to do. Is it
Lex
more
Unam
efficient?
Says, something broke in the server, can't connect.
I don't know what that would be. Are those going to be separate things? Do I need to separate those? Or is that going to figure it out on its own? What did you break to get that working? I had to clear out a pattern. It just took me forever to find it. Y'all, what's up, Jada? Lex, so the server's not working at all for you to connect? Did it kick? Oh, it kicked a couple people at the same time. Monkey Man left on his own. Lex, you may have to just try to like restart your client. Oh, no, you were able to join. Okay. It might have been something on my network. I'll give myself credit there. It could have been me. Okay. So then I need to get oxygen, liquid ethene, and substrate. Pressurized reaction chamber for substrate. And if I'm doing this, I want to know what the pattern is if I'm doing that. I don't care. So theoretically, we should be making biofuel to make the substrate, right? With water, hydrogen, biofuel. Okay, and then that's going to make the ethene. Right? First reward being first page
Lex
is so
Unam
annoying, I
says,
agree.
That's why you asked about Mecha? I was to do it. Later BCS we're gonna need SBS.
Yeah, well, I'm working through it right now. We're getting some of the stuff set up. It's just going to take a little bit of time. If I'm doing it as a pattern, I'm going to need to tell what chemicals where. That's going to be so annoying. I really hope I don't have to do that. But I think you're right. I think I am. Because transporter config. So how does this only have one? Here's my problem. I'm going to need energy for all these. I forgot about that. Unless I do the induction card, in which case I don't. We'll grab those real quick. We're going to throw those in here. And that gives them power. Okay. How Thermal evaporation, 20 to get a ton of crystal ore, blah, 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 blah. Okay, sounds good, Lex. I like that. That sounds like a really good plan. And it sounds like we're going to get a lot of power from it. Chemicals on the bottom bars? Is that the... So... How does it know what's primary and secondary? And how am I supposed to do more than one at once? The ultimate oxidizing factor has multiple tanks. Ugh, dude, mechanism just makes me want to puke. Chemical at the bottom is when it's upgraded, just like the enriched redstone. That makes sense. So theoretically, do I have any patterns in there? HPDE, but I don't even have the substrate made yet, or the biofuel. Let's start that. Biofuel, not that. Is it not here? What is it? Space? There it is. There is a space. Okay. Into a crusher. Ultimate crushing factory. I am sending pumpkins. Pumpkins. Make me 1,000 pumpkins. Make me 3,000 pumpkins. And then what I want to do is I want to create a pattern to get biofuel. Fuel from le pumpkins. If I can. Where'd they go? Did I skip them? 6 pumpkins. That one. Okay, crushing factory. You accept the pumpkins. So that's going to create the biofuel. Now I need oxygen. Whatever the heck the other one was. What is this used for? And one of these dudes. Yeah, none of those. That's what we're looking for. So oxygen and hydrogen. That should just literally be... Oh, what's the decondens? No. The one that you're pumping water into, right? Did they fix your pressurized reaction chamber? I have no clue. Oxygen from water, right. What's the machine? John, what's the best farm for late game on ATM 10? Probably bees, just because you can scale it a lot better. And it causes less lag. That's the one Cryptix has got me. But I bet we have a pattern for it already, even if it's busted. Wow, spelled that wrong. Electrolytic separator. Is there an upgraded version of that? Negatory. Okay, so I want one of those. Thank you. Put you right there. And that is going to need a pattern for sure. So this is going to be... fluids. Input, output. Why you can't eject? Oh, because it's taking them and turning them both into chemicals.
Lex Unam says,
Output,
I did all the stuff from Insanite, so that means a ton of power.
Heck yeah. So by the time I'm done with this, 8 years from now, that SPS is going to absolutely churn through some, whatever, antimatter pellets. All right. Pattern. 4. Oxygen, liquid oxygen, or normal oxygen. Separator. I'm putting normal water in, and it's getting me hydrogen and oxygen. That's what we want, but not that, because that looks awful. We're gonna put 2 buckets in. Gosh darn it. I meant to middle click and I didn't. We're gonna put 2. Okay, just get rid of all of that. We're gonna put 2 in. I'm getting 2 of these back, and I'm getting 1 of these back. Yeah, we all agree that's fine. And then I gotta make another pattern. Can't do that. Go back. Can Control Z? Undo. No, I'm just kidding. Back to oxygen. Pressurized reaction chamber is not the one. This is the one. What I want to do is swap the order. That way I'm getting one of these, 2 of those, and 2 of this. Make the pattern. Probably a dumb way to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. That way I know which ones I'm getting. I tried to make the gas burning thingy, but apparently they nerfed it a few months ago. It's too powerful. Never managed to get it to work. That's unfortunate. Will you do the reactor? I don't mind doing it. I've done it before. I can do it. I wouldn't hate help doing it, right? Personally, don't use patterns for this stuff. I just let the machine run and store the chemicals and then have multi machines. It's so much easier if, especially if you got the fast ones, if you do speed upgrades and stuff on it. Who unloaded the base? Was not me. Certainly not
Torrid
I.
Sun says, you will need to set both output faces and import from one of them. You need both output 1 and 2. Lex
That's
Unam says,
true.
who unloaded the base?
Let me grab that advanced patterns thing. Advanced pattern. Pattern. We not have one? This guy? Advanced pattern encoder? There we go. Okay, how close are we on these guys? Not very. Just slash home. Most of those should be there. If not here. Quantum infusion is scheduled. Oh, it's all just scheduled. They're online. Patterns are there. I'm not sure why it's not working, but I'm willing to try it again. Maybe those patterns just got stuck on something. No, they're just actually not working.
KRYPTX Plays says, rerun the craft.
I did. If the base was unloading, it wouldn't have been running. Yeah, but I'm here now. Which means it should be running. And if it is, it's not. It's not running. There are no actual crafts going. Quantum infusion should be the thing that's running. A craft is broken somewhere. Yeah, it is actually broken. But I don't know if I care enough right now. Go back. Hop through here. Run over here. Pattern encoder. Okay, so how we want to do this?
Lex Unam says,
Input.
we're on the base, that's why it's ruining, but if there's no load, everything breaks.
Right. Top. Input. So that's fluids. I don't care about fluids. Yeah, fluid input from the bottom. That makes sense. Water's going in from the bottom. Chemicals. Output. Ooh, what? So what do I do for the second output? Can I make it output 1 and 2? How does that work? Right. Okay, I get what you're saying now. It's 2 outputs. Well, didn't get the live notification on Discord. I'm sorry. I don't know why. It happens sometimes, but sometimes people miss them. It sounds like. What do I do about that, Tordson? Can't seem to find looting 4+ in creative. Anyone happen to know how to get it? 1 output on the bottom, 2 on the back, and use an import bus on the back. Okay. I can do that. I have a normal import bus. Give me a cable. Don't care about color or anything. Give me that one. This guy. You can go right there. And I do want acceleration cards. Throw all those in there. So theoretically, now I tell this thing chemical side config, chemicals, output 1, output 2. That should be fine now, right? So if I wanted to make the HPD pellets, DP'd sheets. liquid ethene, and substrate. Substrate, pressurized reaction chamber. I gotta make patterns of this. Pressurized reaction chamber, hydrogen, oxygen, biofuel. Do I want to send that small amounts? I times everything by at least 10, right? $20. 1. 1. Substrate's gonna make 10. And 1. Pattern. And that is in the pressurized. So these are the ones where I probably need to set up side config chemicals, input output. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have input 1, output 2. It just is what it is. Fascinating. Very cute. No, those are fine too. Okay. For biofuel, I was using moss blocks using extractors. That's not a bad idea. Ethene and substrate will probably be a pain because you need both from the same recipe. Ethene, pressurized react. Oh, it is from the same recipe. So what I really should do is just create some biomass real quick. Actually, let's just 10. Start it. That shouldn't have gone in there, should it have? Oh, that was to make it, right? That doesn't have power. Because it doesn't have an induction card. Induction card on this one. Throw it in there. I do need speed and energy upgrades on all of these. I'm aware of that part. Did we get everything back where you're supposed to? Yes. So then all of that is supposed to send into here. Chemicals, that's input output. Fluids. Input, okay, great. Energy, great. What am I doing wrong here? That should be this one, right? Substrate, ethene. We're missing biofuels, the one that's not making. Crushing factory. That took it like literally half a second. Okay. Let's look at speed upgrades. Okay, so that would mean these are called energy upgrades. And both right here. You. Okay. Perfect. What I'm sorry, sure, no, it does not. I'm sorry. The FTB chunks thing, I think, is the thing that requires you to have an actual, like, non-cracked version. I just use a quantum teleporter for all the chemicals and fluid. That way, doing my setup instead of another dimension. My AE2 system. That makes sense. That's a good strategy, Cryptex. I hear what you're saying. So theoretically now, I should have substrate. Yep. Okay, we got substrate. So for that, those get turned into these. Oxygen, liquid ethene. So I gotta have liquid ethene, right? Which means I gotta make that too. And a rotary condensator. Next thing to set up. Rotary.
Alessium says, John is figuring out issues on his own without input from Lex and Tor. Oh, they grow up so fast.
Okay, I know you meant that sassily, right? I know you meant that very sassy. I want you to know the fact that you guys saw that happening as well makes me very happy. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm trying my best here because genuinely, I do feel like a blind person in this game for 90% of the time while I'm playing, and you guys just lead me through it, right? I do genuinely feel like that. I feel like I am stumbling in the dark and you guys are trying to prop me up right as I try to get through this mod pack that I have played and finished on my own like 4 or 5 times, right? So it's not that I don't know the stuff, it's just that I forget so much of it that it usually takes me longer to remember the stuff than it does for you guys to just tell me that, right? So I just got to say, thank you for recognizing that. I appreciate the sass and I'm very proud of it.
Lex Unam
All right.
says, someone roll out the grill, the seasons, and spice, and something nice, and medium well cooked John.
Oh, okay. At mechanism, I need that rotary condensator, but I need it with the actual tank. So like a tank. Rotary. I just need it, but they're not full already. So I need a basic fuel tank. And that would have been so cool if I had, control clicked that and it had made the extra iron for me and I didn't have to go back and forth a couple times. Basic chemical tank. And then we make this, right? Gosh darn it. Still put the wrong ones in there. Basic. Chemical tank, fluid tank. I think that goes there. And then the basic chemical tank. I don't want anything in it though. Empty. All right. I got that guy now. Put him there. Now, before I forget, at mechanism, we're going to grab our speed and energy upgrades. But I don't have to do that later. I think it might use the last of the energies. Okay, so then we're going to throw both of these in here. I'm going to grab an induction card. Go ahead and make 10. Wow, no. 10 more is what I was thinking. I'm not alone. Yeah. Gonna do thermal towers for lithium. Nice, sounds good. For some reason, it is satisfying when people listen to us. Hey, I'm glad. I do. I listen a lot. Like I said, feels like I'm stumbling through it most of the time, but hey, it works. So I need ethene. I need liquid ethene, which means it's gonna go through here. I gotta have pattern. Pattern encoding liquid ethene through here. That's going to become 1. That's going to become 1. Make a pattern for it. Throw it in here. This one, all I should have to do, fluids, input, output. Do not output to there. Do nothing there. Chemicals. Input, output, right? Because whether this is going one or the other way. No, because I have to manually set whether I'm condensating or decondensating, correct? Is that not a thing? Eject on for chemicals, eject on for fluids. All right, let's see. That should be right. H. I think I might have HDPE done. Howdy, been a little bit since I checked out stream. Is the servant over to the public? And if so, how long do you plan on keeping it up? Yes, it's up to the public. I will keep it up as long as people are playing on it. That's pretty much all it is.
KRYPTX Plays says, I had a stroke trying to read that word yesterday. LOL, you did it so flawless.
It's just because I've read it like 100 times. That's it. Like I said, it's not that I can't go through mechanism. It's that I don't enjoy it particularly, but I have done it probably 6 or 7 times. I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for your videos, I would have stopped playing because I got lost most of the time. You made it fun for me to learn new stuff about ATM10. Dude, I tell you what, that right there is probably one of the most rewarding thank yous I've ever had, because that is exactly why I make videos, just so you know. Because I genuinely enjoy this mod pack. And
Lex Unam
the
says,
fact
I don't enjoy mecha either. That's why AE2 bullies it too.
Yeah, that's fair. And the fact that it kept you playing is exactly why I try to make the how-to tutorials on all the stuff that I don't enjoy. Because I feel like most other people won't enjoy those things either. And so if I can make those things a little bit easier to get through, that people will continue to play more. So thank you so much for saying that, Coors. I appreciate it. Thank you. Cool to catch this live, making a YouTube channel to do Minecraft content on. Any tips? Do something you enjoy, because if it goes somewhere, you're going to be doing a lot of it. If I didn't enjoy all the mods so much, I probably this channel would be dead. Where I'm gonna hop in. Heck yeah, do it. Yeah, it is a pain. Absolutely. Me too, bro. Playing MI with 692 channel subnet. I love the mod so much, but I would have quit for sure if I didn't see some of you guys. Thank you so much, dude. I for real. Like, I am so glad that you guys are finding this stuff helpful. Something broke. Just so we're all... Oh no, it's just not set to output.
Lex Unam says, "Hey John, what do you think of the new controller?
And
Is
then...
Beacon it have good enough sides?"
Yes, it is more than enough. I know we have the Sath Troller set up somewhere. We're not using it. I'm fine with that, but I do like it just fine. Is this where I upset John and tell him all he's doing I have SFM code for? Do you really? SFM code would be a lot easier than this. A lot easier. I don't mind doing it the requester way though. Is there an easy way to get Skelly Skulls quick? I have tons of Wither, but I can't get Skelly as fast. The possessed Skelly is only dropping one at a time. Mystical Agriculture is probably the only easy way to do that. Because I believe you can create those through Skeleton Essence. And then like the skull pattern or whatever. This craft right here. Skeleton Essence and then the blank skull. Most of this stuff you can automate through Mystical Ag as well. And once you get a decent MA farm going, I would do that. SFM is a Swiss Army knife. You can fix most automation setups very easily. Yeah, that's true. I found a few videos, different account, not this one. Sounds good. Skulk Drillers, I believe. There is a beheading for mob grind utils, right? Yeah, I believe there's a beheading upgrade. I don't really care about that. Mob. This guy, Smite? That's Smite, not beheading. That's the one you're looking for. And so that has a higher chance of dropping heads. And you can put a max of 10 on a mob masher. You can do that as well. I tend to do skeleton farm. Or skeleton MA essence. Okay, so HDPE, whatever that thing is done now for mechanism. Which was what we were trying to get, I believe, for the gravitational modulation unit, other than the fact that we're going to also need to get to the SPS to get some of the polonium and plutonium pellets and all that fun jazz. That stuff's not going to be hard to do, though. But we will need to get it. All right, we take a vote here. Do I continue? Hold up just a second. At Cataclysm. Somebody's my favorite. Whoever's doing this, I appreciate you. Whoever's doing the Cataclysm stuff right now, thank you. I didn't want to do it. All right, you guys get to vote. Do we continue on the mechanism route, or do we swap over and do create real quick? Because I'm really okay with either one. Lex, I saw how much progress you did on the dimensional seed.
Lex Unam says, "John, check the 18 dim seed. I did a ton of progress."
I also did a little bit on it earlier. I got a couple more of them created. Why does it need amethyst? I thought we had... Oh, we need to craft more of those. That's fine. Whatever. We need a little bit more amethyst essence. But, yeah, I was looking, and I think those three are the three things that we need to increase. John looking for an out from Mecca. I vote more struggle. You all hate me. Every one of you. I shot you a comment question, Ladies Cryptex. By the way, I didn't know you facade them. It's cool. Is there a reason to use SFM over AE2 other than doing max integer into my reactor? That is a question probably for Torts an answer. I've joined on day one. 3 days later, all the boys are at endgame. I was still expecting exploring with a gold backpack. It happens every time. Obsidian from Giant Prediction will give a ton. Okay. It's all fine. 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 You guys make me. What is the thought process on doing all of this in a mini small world bot? The fact that I'm going to set up a reactor in here that could explode and radiate everything. It's great to catch you live. Your MI videos have helped a lot. I'm so glad that it helped. If I were to do it again, I wouldn't have done it the way I did in that video.
Just check quick giant prediction. How many obsidian is that?
Giant prediction. Giant obsidian 16. But I don't know what that translates into. It's not compressed, it's just giant obsidian, and so I don't... You have to crush it? Shaped crafting? That turns into 64? So it's 16 stacks of obsidian for one giant prediction? Is that what that is? If I could do MI again, I wouldn't do MI again. I agree. I agree. That's a lot of obsidian, though, just to be clear. That's actually kind of crazy. We just want to see you grow and learn so that when you grow up, you don't rely on others. Here's the thing. I don't need to learn it. I know it. I understand it. I've done it. I just don't want to do it again. That's it. Okay? Depends on the setup of current TTS world. Most of AS have been pretty good. AE can do most of what I need to do. Yep, I agree. AE2 does a lot. There's some things that you just can't automate it with it, though. So SFM is a very, very nice alternative. Each prediction results in 1024. That's crazy. Recheck the crafting recipe. There's a simple one giant obsidian equals 64. So the only one I see... Oh, it is the top one. Oh, I'm just blind. Ignore me. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's that top one. So it is a lot. Each prediction does give you over 1,000, which is crazy, but also quite nice because we're going to need a lot of that. Then we just have to worry about diamonds and emeralds, and I think we may go the B route with that, and I might max out some beehives with that, but we'll see. For now, I'm not going to worry about it, though, but there has been great progress there. I appreciate it, Lex. So I guess for mechanism, bleh, what else do I want to do? Polonium and plutonium? Is that next? Do we have... Did they change the recipe on this? Oh, they did! They did! Oh boy! They changed it back down to a polonium pellet instead of an antimatter pellet. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Last time I played, this was way more expensive. Granted, apparently a lot of the things were a lot more expensive. Did the ATM team forget who they were? They having an identity crisis? What's going on? Classic streamer blind list? Yeah, exactly. Towards I give it a chance for a few setups. Maybe I'll switch my MA farm over to Hydro Bed and soul search it. That's a good idea too. It'll get you stuff pretty quick. Okay. Hey John, I want to say thanks for the community server. No problem, dude. Absolutely. I had the machine. I might as well set it up and make use of it, right? Oh no. Alicia, that's the worst feeling ever. Was it your actual screen?
ARYPTX plays says, S don't invoke the team. Lex Unam says, not to burst your bubble, click the middle component.
No, please don't. Please don't. Please. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You can't have anything nice. This guy is the easy recipe still good. Thank goodness. I can't wait to go back. Do I have this chunk loaded? If not, I need to do that. Oh, it is chunk loaded. Thank you. Okay. Dude, you just ruined my day. My whole day there in one moment. How does that make you feel? I want to make a pattern for this. Thistle fuel is what we're trying to create here. I want to take that one. I don't need a pattern for it, apparently. Isotopic centrifuge. ISO. Maybe I do. Or the other one's not called that. Centrifuging factory. It'd be really fun progressing. You said so much for the chest. I did. I was so excited about it. Mecha needs to be loaded all the time. It is. Total noob, but MI is actually my favorite mod in the pack. While tedious, it is simple in its own way. You don't feel the need to rush through it and cheese it. That's fair. I can see that. I feel like that is a very fair and refreshing take. Transporter config. Side config. I want items. Go in from the bottom. Chemicals. And everything's going in and out the bottom. I'm on the items config. Why are you making me do... Why can't it be input? Is there like a specific one side can only be the output? Oh no, the whole server's lagging. Okay. Input, output. Everything's energy. What? What? What is going on here? Why can't I input from the bottom? Why are you doing energy on the non-energy side? The item configs makes, yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand it. I don't care. I think what I'm going to do though is grab the induction cards real quick so that I can put one in there. Love the dancing zombie. That's funny. Okay, put that in there. I'm gonna calm down. Calm down. Yeah. Okay, fissile fuel. Fissile fuel. You. Gotta make a pattern. Fissile fuel. 1. Hopefully to 1. Make a pattern. Throw it in there. Should put fissile fuel in. And should put uranium hexafluoride in. Oh, I forgot about all this crap. Chemical infuser. All right, we're going to make patterns. Give me a second. And a lot of these are going to need to be advanced patterns. So chemical infuser is going to be this. 2. 1. 1. So this is going to chemical infuser. Do I have one of those? Infuser. Chemical infuser. So do I set patterns? Is that a chemical infuser? That's not a chemical infuser. That's a normal infuser. Yeah. Chemical infusing factory.
KRYPTX Plays says, okay class, pay attention to Professor John.
Please don't. Please don't. The more you pay attention, the more it's going to be an issue because I'm going to mess things up. Century line is 1 output. Just ignore it. Doesn't do anything with items anyways. Okay, cool. Now the fun begins. Okay. Chemical infusing factory. You're going there. That is getting an induction card. So now it has power. Now, I need to tell this. Side config. Input 1. Input 2. No. We got to do input 1 from the top, input 2 from the back. And this, well, we could do 1 input from the bottom. Okay, input 2 from the bottom. Oh, you should do the front. Input output. No. Just output here. Okay, get rid of all of the rest. Make them all none. Because I don't want anything being pushed from other machines or it pulling from other machines. I don't want any of that. Back is 2. Front is 1. Okay. Advanced pattern encoder. U. Target the north, east, south, west, top, up, down. Okay, so F3. We are looking north and south. So back is north, front is south, right? Back is north, front is south. Back is 2, front is 1. Okay. 1 is front, is south, north, nugget. I believe I did that right. I might have done that wrong. Who knows? Did anybody see anything wrong about that one? Longest chem class ever. For real. For real. How do I enter the server? All the information is in the Discord. If you ask in general chat, they'll tell you, but there is a, for some reason, it hides itself for every new person. There's a channel called server info, and all of it's there. And again, I say it every stream, but the reason I have people actually join that is because I do updates and stuff on the server, and I want you guys to actually be able to see when I'm doing those updates. So I don't just update stuff and you guys don't know what version it's on or something like that. Okay. So we got uranium hexafluoride now. Theoretically. It's a pinned comment now, thank goodness. Uranium hexafluoride. We did this. We did this. Uranium oxide. So I'm going to need a decon or chemical oxidizer. Yellow cake uranium. Uranium oxide. Chemical oxidizer. I just need one more thing. Chemical oxidizer. Ultimate oxidizing factory. Do I have one of those? Ultimate oxidizing factory. I do not, which means I need another advanced extended pattern provider. Advanced extended pattern provider. And I am looking for a oxidizer. That one. Just need one more thing. Yeah, exactly. Dude, everything for Mechanism is just like, oh, just one more thing. It's never just one more thing. Ever. Okay, that one. So for this one, I do need an induction card. Grab another one of those. Induction cards. We can keep those on me. We may need more. What? Apparently we're not keeping those on ourselves. It's gone. Yellow cake uranium. Okay, so this goes into an ultimate enriching factory. Uranium makes yellow cake uranium. Please tell me that's what this is. Crushing. Ultimate enriching. One less thing I got to do, and I think that's the whole process line for that too. This. Clear it out. This one, that one. Bingo, boom. Throw this in here. And I think I didn't make the pattern for this. Chemical oxidizer. Patterns. That. I hope you guys are enjoying this because this is torture. Make that. So one of those makes that, which means we're going to change this to 4, change this to 1, set the pattern. Throw it in there. Side config, eject on. Outputs there. Inputs there. Don't input from anywhere else. Auto eject on. I think that half of it's done. Which would mean I need to go the other route this time. That is done. I need hydrofluoric acid next. So I'm going to need chemical dissolution chamber. I don't want to do that. We're enjoying this a lot. I'm glad. I feel like in a certain way, I was kind of paid to do this. You know, like I'm being paid to suffer through Mechanism. Looney gave me $10. So here we are, right? We're going to do it. Okay. All right. Chemical dissolution chamber. Do I have one of those yet? Let me see. Chemical dissolution. Ultimate dissolving factory is what I'm going to need to make for that. Enjoying the gameplay or enjoying John's pain? How about a bit of both? Advanced. That. Then I need the dissolving That one. Start that guy up.
Lex Unam says, John says as a joke maybe pay him $10 when KRYPTX is here.
I mean, yeah. Chemical dissolution chamber recipe is based on a max chemical upgrade. If you know that recipe will get stuck. I will just add max upgrades. So the chemical upgrade, right? Upgrades. Here's what I want to do. Make some more speeds. Make some more energies because I didn't upgrade a lot of these. And then chemical upgrades. I need to make that into a pattern. Take that one. We're going to come into here. All the way down to the bottom. Okay. I don't need that many. Give me like 20. Missing copper. We don't have any copper? Whack. Can I just make some of this? No, I actually can't make copper. How are we out of copper? Why are we not... What? Does that not seem like it should be a bigger deal? Do we have no copper essence? We have copper. Oh, we're trying to use it. Tinkling out in 10 Johns. You don't have to do that, Cryptex, but thank you. I appreciate it. Keep going. Oh, I don't feel alone in this mecha stuff. Yeah, we're suffering through it together. Exactly. So we do have some, just not a lot. So in that case, let me do this real quick. And then I'm gonna do this real quick. And then we should have more copper. And now we have more copper. What was I trying to create there? The chemical ones? Need like 20 of those real quick. Start that up. Flash back real quick. Thank you, Cryptex. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate that. I like Mega. It's easy for me to do after years of doing it. See, I don't like it, and it is easy for me to do after years of doing it. Like, I understand it. I just don't enjoy it. At mechanism, let me grab just a stack of the other two upgrades real quick and make sure I've got each of these fully upgraded. All right, cool. Toss it all back through there. Ultimate Dissolving Factory. So this is the one where we need... thank you. Why? What did I do? Oh, was it because of the SFM code? I saw him helping somebody with that. I need this. This is the pattern I believe that needs to get added to here with the fluorite block and the sulfuric acid. But I wasn't on the pattern encoding, so now I gotta go back through all that again. Add this pattern here. 0.99 hydrofluoric acid. I think that's right. It should be right. Okay. Add that back to there. Hydrofluoric acid, sulfuric acid. I can make in anything. About chemical dissolution chamber, ultimate injecting factory, ultimate infusing factory. I just need something to send sulfur through. Ultimate chemical infusing factory works for me, I think, because this guy should be able to take transporter config, side config, output. None, because it's yeah, okay, wait. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. This, I need patterns. That, this, that, this.
Torrid Sun says,
that.
for sulfuric acid check the other tabs. The one you saw is super inefficient.
I don't want to have to do that. And that's not even, that's awful. Do I have to? Why would I want to do that? Is that actually better? Because then I got to set up several more patterns to make water vapor through a decondenstrator, which is going to add another machine. And I got to get the sulfur trioxide. It's a lot better?
Lex Unam says, yes, with sulfur block is slow AF.
Y'all know that's 2 more things I got to make, right? I do have to. First one's south, second one's north. I'm not happy about this. I'll have you know. Just 2 more machines, you're fine. I thought I was close to being done. You don't understand. I had hope. I had hope. Sulfur trioxide. We have oxygen already. Sulfur dioxide shouldn't be that bad. Chemical infusing factory. I'm not on patterns. I'm not on patterns. I do need to add more patterns though because I'm running out. Sulfur. I need sulfur trioxide. Liquid. I think it's just the normal sulfur trioxide. We'll make a pattern for an ultimate chemical infusing factory. Ultimate chemical infusing factory, which means these are all going to be set north-south. So this one's always south, this one's always north. Gotta pull it back out. That back in there. You should know there's no hope around us. I've been thinking about joining, wondering what was needed. We're getting pretty close to the end for the star. There's still some things left, but mechanism is the big one, honestly, that we need. Which is why I am suffering through it. Sulfur dioxide. So this is what I should be making with the ultimate oxidizing factory. Sulfur dioxide, right? Oh, I need to change that. So that should be 10. And this is a chemical oxidizing factory. Didn't I set one of those up? Oxidizing Q. Merry Christmas. And just keep the tradition. There's SFM code for fissile fuel on Discord too. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, you should know there's no hope around with us. Jeez. That's dark. That's real dark. Okay. Sulfur trioxide needs oxygen. We should already be getting that, right? Okay, okay. So, half of the sulfuric sulfuric acid is this water vapor. I need to get the water vapor done. Okay, pattern. That, this, pattern. Change to 1. Change it to 1. So this is a condensator. Believe it is just set to condensating and not decondensating, correct? Which would mean, in order for me to use this, I need to set up another advanced extended pattern provider. I'm looking at y'all. We're gonna make another one. I'm gonna set it right here. Oh, how are those? Oh, because they're connected to that. Like what on it? What witchcraft? Dense I'm gonna go ahead and run these dense smart cables all the way along the back though. Then I'm going to grab myself an induction card and a condensator. This is not going to work. Why didn't I make a pattern for this earlier? We're doing it now. Never too late. Don't substitute anything on that one. Actually make the correct things. And then make me one. Thank you. Honestly, that was way easier. I'm very glad I did it that way. You have 1, 2 torts in. That's what I said to John earlier. Yeah, you did. Okay, so this guy's going here. This guy's getting that. Then this guy's also getting this, but this dude's changing to that. And then I gotta grab all the upgrades and crap. That one and this one. Bingo. Bango. Add all those in there. Okay. Did we do it? Who's ready to watch me get incredibly depressed when this doesn't work? I am. Oh, fluorite block. If that's all that's not working, I'm going to take that as a win. Fluorite. Essence. All right, I got to set up 2 patterns here real quick.
Lex Unam says, well, I have full all the beehives in the base.
All of them? When you copy paste, make more? Yes, dance. Yeah, that's not working at all. This one is, though. This one's, jeez. It's kind of slow, kind of a little bit. You guys said this was a fast way to do it, right? This is faster? Come check, I will. It's like one big, beautiful machine. Bravo, John. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. If you are struggling, I know a guy named John makes great tutorials. Oh, that's funny. I will come take a look at the beehives in just a second. I want to watch this and actually make sure that it does what I want it to do and that all of them get created. It's faster than the other route. Okay. All right. All right. Really, I just care that it finishes. Sulfur, yellow cake, uranium.
Lex Unam says, did all the speed upgrades and stuff?
All speed upgrades, all energy upgrades, all chemical upgrades. Nope. Please don't have outputted to here. If not, it can't. Okay, that should be working now. That was one thing we caught. Sulfur trioxide. Oxygen still here. Do I need a filter? Does this need to be filtered for that? So that should be output 2, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Output 2 is in the import bus on the back. Does that need to be filtered for oxygen? If you're counting, use the auto split. I'll turn that on in 2 seconds. Liquid oxygen. It should just be oxygen. No. Any idea why that's not leaving?
Lex Unam says, auto push.
Auto eject is on. So it's going out the bottom, but not the back to the is this side? This should be correct, right? So, oh, is it not a chemical? Is that a liquid? It can't be. It has to be a chemical. The device is online. We'll just take that out, but it wasn't there before. Oh. Well, that seems to make sense. Yeah, let's just do this, and then let's make some patterns real quick. Give me a second. We're gonna do that, this, that, then this one, and that, and this. We're gonna run all the way down here to the bottom real quick, and we're gonna throw that there and that there. And then I'm gonna come in here, we're gonna make 10 of these, and we're gonna start that up. We're gonna grab, oh, I didn't really care about the housings, I'll be honest, but I cared about these. And then once that's done, we're gonna go /home. Open it back up and snag them, and we're gonna put them there. Somewhere. We're gonna put them somewhere. Do I have to set it to oxygen? I'm pretty sure it'll autofill. Especially since it's only making what it needs. And I don't care about it being stored long term. And I don't have anywhere for the fissile fuel to go yet anyways. Is this stuff still broken? It is still broken. Skystone dust, that pattern is broken. And is not working. I don't know where it is or what we're doing with it. Schedule 2 Skystone dust. Not in there. Extended pattern provider. It looks like it's in a pattern provider by itself. I'm just gonna take that out. From 1 Skystone. It doesn't look like the pattern provider is connected to anything. Let me look for what it should be real quick. Skystone. Should be connected. It's the crusher from Mechanism. Okay, give me a second. I'll fix this. It should be in here. Just like that. And then now it'll actually work. And honestly, that's probably why these were broken too. It was. Not those. The other things. Alright, we got our chemical cells. We use 5 for now. Slush back. Okay. So I can only assume that whatever that used to be was something that used to be hooked up to a crusher and then is now not anymore, which means I probably should snag the rest of those out of there. And then also take those back to here. And toss them in here. Okay. We should be able to store chemicals now, right? We are. Alright, what's next? Sulfuric trioxide. I think it probably got stuck too long, didn't it? All right, let's cancel this and let's just make more. It didn't. Just actually broke it. Okay, okay. So what the heck is broken? It can't push because it's not even being pushed. Where's the sulfur trioxide at? It's red. Do I not have a sulfur? That one, this one, you. Side config. Output, input 2 is the back. So all these patterns are that same Oh, this one's not. That one needs to be fixed.
Lex Unam says, if you wanna avoid headache in the future, you can put signs in the machines of what it does each one.
I should do that. Fixed? Happy? Nope. Not happy. Well, maybe happy. Maybe happy. Pattern broke. This is more of what I expected to do, just for the record. There it goes. Now we're happy. Now we're happy. Hydrofluoric acid. Gosh darn it. Huh. Why can't it all just work? Hydrofluoric acid. Which one's that? Hydrofluoric acid's this one. Okay. You. No. Item config. Input. What? Do you not have a... This is a lot more like what I expected. Where nothing works. At all.
Lex Unam says,
this.
I do not have an egg.
You're not having do you have induction cards and everything? I almost did. The troubleshooting process is awful. So the problem here is that it doesn't like my ratios because it's stupid. We've got all the chemical upgrades in there. They are maxed, but it still doesn't like the ratios. I've never gotten this to work right. Ever. Just so we're on the same page. It needs a lot more hydrofluoric acid. Is it just frozen? Does it not know where to output chemicals?
Alessium says, did you try turning off and back on?
Chemicals, so I can't output the same place I input for chemicals. I shouldn't have to. I need items in. Chemicals, eject on. I need that output. I don't want that to do anything. Did you try turning it off and back on? Thank you, Elysium. I appreciate it. Auto split, auto split, auto split, auto split. Give me a second. Give me a second. Auto sort. There you go. I don't know which ones I can do that on, but I can here. Why is it just not going? Because it has to have an extra something. Yeah, because the ratios are off because it's stupid. Okay. Hydrofluoric acid. Cancel. Give me these back. Throw it back. Hydrofluoric acid. Make me 100. Don't care about the rest of everything. I know everything else works. I'm waiting for it to get in here to see what kind of ratio it actually
Torrid
bases
Sun
off
says,
of.
did you add the chemical upgrades
All of them.
in?
All of them. All 8. We have 8 chemical upgrades. The ratio is just not correct. Auto eject maybe? We're not ejecting items. We are only ejecting chemicals, and that eject is on. Items come in, the fluorite, and chemicals go out. Right? Just do everything without the fluoride blocks and then do the fluoride blocks manual. I don't want to have to do that. That sounds awful. You. Okay, what are we still waiting on here? 108 hydrofluoric acid. It's got the fluoride blocks available. Okay, so no, it just actually doesn't like that. Do I need the 2 different inputs? I need that to be an input. Or I need to change this pattern to input that to the north face of the machine, which is going to be the back of the machine. So that way, this is that as an input. So that should be correct now. Okay, item config, input output, that's fine. Is this in the wrong machine? Fluoride block, sulfuric acid. If you do exclamation Discord, enable auto sort on all machine, I will. What's wrong with this? Why is this guy not likey? That, to me, that should be right. As long as the ratios are correct. So we're going to do south and north. 3 Discord messages all at once. We're going to throw that back in there. So the block is going to, the item is coming in through the front. The chemical is coming in through the back. The item config coming in through the front. Chemical is coming in through the back.
Lex Unom
Outputting
says,
through the bottom.
well, awful but working on awful and long headache journey.
Try restarting the recipe. Okay. The ratio is just not correct. Is there any way to look up what this ratio should be? Because this is the default one. Just so we're all on the same page. This is default. So I agree. The math is incorrect. However, it has all of the chemical upgrades in there. Try crafting only 1. What if I just change this to 9? What if we just mess with it for no reason? Double check the sides are still correct. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to wipe all this out. We'll throw it all in here. We're going to cancel that. We'll go back. We're going to do what Tortzen said. Craft 1. That's going to craft 9. Going to do 1 run through.
Lex Unam says, I don't know. I just do a vetting manual and let it be.
On the machine config UI, set the back to be yellow so it inputs chemicals on that side. So it's inputting and outputting correctly. The only problem I'm having is math. I mean, I could, right? I can go into the items tab and set the back to be extra. Or, oh, is that what the problem is? In the items tab, the machine config UI, there's the back, there's chemicals. On that's chemicals in the back. None. So items needs to, the back is extra like that. 4 buckets to 1 fluoride. There's no extra item on that recipe. I didn't think so. I don't think it's extra. I think it's just a chemical and an item. And that's all. It's just fluoride and sulfuric acid. Exactly. So I don't know. No, so that would go down here. Sulfuric acid goes down here. The fluoride goes to the top. And now it's mad with this one. Oxygen is available but not being used. Crafting status. Site config. Input. Input. It worked, but now I've got... Okay, hold up. Pattern's 9, right? Okay. So it used 1.8 millibuckets, right? Can you check the recipe in JI? No, you can't, unfortunately. This, by default, it was the recipe from JI. I changed it to 9 buckets. It used 1.8 buckets for that one. So this should be changed in here to 1.8. And that should be correct now. Right? Should be 0.9. Sure, I agree. Barton, 100%. I agree. It should be that. All I can say is it's not working. So now, if I go to craft this, all of it should be correct and have the right ratios of everything. Should. Hardcore should, right? This right here, I want you to all know, this is why I don't like Mechanism. It's because it's so darn finicky. I do not enjoy it, right? 1 block to 0.9. Thorsten, Cryptex, I agree 100% with both of y'all. It should. It should be that. All I can say is that based on what I'm seeing, it's not that. Auto sort that. That should make this a lot quicker. I do want to make sure anything I can auto sort, I am.
Lex Unam says, famous last words.
How was that famous last words? I'm saying I don't like it and why I don't like it because it's finicky. You guys made me do this. Keep that in mind. This is really on y'all. To be honest, you don't need to automate the fissile fuel with auto crafting. It's so much harder than it needs to be. If I do this though, then I can request it. Honestly, you're right. We could just get the radioactive bees, but whatever, right? Well, right. Let me welcome in. Crafting status available 100. Which one's not working? We're still working. Scheduled that. Sulfur trioxide speed upgrades here. Oh, apparently I didn't put any of those in there. Speed upgrades. Energy. I thought I added them to each of them. Did I not go through and add? Yeah, it doesn't take... Oh, it does take speed upgrades, though. 90% sure I hit all of these. Okay, one of them is also now broken. I have 100 uranium hexafluoride. Available one. Some oxygen ratio? Or something not output? Everything's outputting correctly. Right? We're all empty? I don't request this. Not even radioactive, just a small setup with a machine sending other 100 times easier to have to fix patterns. That's fair. Okay. Gonna cancel this real quick. Bring it back. So it's the actual fissile fuel. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're 2 here. Input, output on the bottom. Items. So it should all be chemicals. Input, output on the bottom. None, none, none. There's no pattern in there. Where'd did you take it out? Where's... Okay, you put it back. Okay. Fixable uranium hex. Okay, is it uranium hexafluoride? No. That's there, so it's just not going in. Has power. Transport on. Side config. Chemical input, output, bottom. Eject is on. iStopic probably doesn't allow input and output. I mean, it does allow it, theoretically, right? If it wants me to input from the back, I can. All right. This is... Really, I want this to be output, though. And then I'm going to change this pattern real quick. Do you guys remember which side the front is? I think it's facing south, right? So south is going to be the input. Chemicals, front, input. Theoretically, that should work. All right, fissile fuel. So that is working. So try this again. Double check, make sure it all works. I think we have. Can we time wand the video? I'm sorry. I wish. I wish. Can I time wand the setup and not have to do this? Hey, this works now. All those are installed. That is eating through power though. But it does function. Okay, so we have automated fissile fuel now. And it functions perfectly. We got all 200 buckets. Yeah, power input's a little rough, but hey, who cares? It's all done, Lex. Lex, it's over. It's over. Okay, we automated fissile fuel. Let's go. Woohoo! Some of the machines use 16x power. Yeah, if you take accelerate John, he tends to break. He's finicky. My bad. Make them 8x. How do I, oh, the power, these guys? That's how we're getting power in. I don't know anything about the induction car at all, just to be clear. I know absolutely zero about them. Lex, I'm gonna come look at bees. Can I see the bees? You said we filled this up, right? So those are the draconic. Are these Prospera bees? Very nice. Those are normal bees. Those aren't doing anything. All full. There's our chaos bee. Look at him go. Very nice. Very nice. The ones at the top. So we have copper. Oh, so we got all of the reactor bees done. Insanite. Inanite. And very nice. Okay, very sick. Hey, the bees looking good. How's everything holding up as far as this goes? Oh. That is a backlog and a half. Unless we're just not sending anything. Are we sending stuff? Oh, we are. It's just not pulling anything out fast enough. Can we have it pull out of the centrifuges faster, or is that not a thing? I'm not messing with your code, to be clear. But centrifuges are like full.
Some of the machines with max speed upgrades for mecha use 256x the power rather than 16x. Remove some of the speed upgrades and power will.
That makes sense. Last night, good night, everyone. Show tomorrow. Complete. Hey, I'll see you, Max. You slap a point. I could just slap a thing on it. Okay. It does look like that sped up fast enough. Oh, he sped up the factory manager. Very interesting. I never thought about doing that. SFM was just slow. Hey, it looks like we're working through these a lot faster now. Here, I'll help. John accepts TP. I don't want to TP to you. Why would I TP to you? I'm helping. What are we working on? Where you at? Bees? We have more bees? I thought these were the bees. Or you have bees. Is it the amber bees? Is that what we have? Except, holy smokes. Is this just directly below our house?
Change that SFM code to run every redstone pulse instead of 20 ticks and use a timer to activate it faster.
That's not a bad idea. It's above, okay. So are we, oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh. This is gonna go crazy. That's actually nuts. That's so many bees. Also, these guys here are awesome. I appreciate you getting those. Does someone make Jurassic Park with bees? Yeah, that's basically what this is. Remember being low on Skystone, so I set a cord for bees for it. That's awesome.
Log into the Sierra and do it yourself.
You are logging into the... That's true. Let's see. That's not a bad idea, Tortson. You should do it. I think that's what Lex is trying to say. This SFM was just slow. That is exactly what was happening, though.
Andrew Ramsey says,
Oh.
wait, How did you guys get draconic stuff on ATM 10?
It got added. It was added in one of the last updates. About the same time all the mods 10 to the sky came out. It was added about then. All right, I'm going to be honest. It's as far as I'm going for tonight. That's what I did. I did what I did. Tomorrow, if it's not done, I will set up the reactor and we can get the SPS going. We can get the last couple things gone. For the most part, though, I think that and then maybe like the Chain of Souls is like really all we have left to get. In fact, we may have everything for the Dragon Souls already. I'm not sure, but we are getting very, very close to finishing this up. It will take forever to get the last 256 million portable item cells, but that's fine. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. But that's what I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go rest my brain after that because that was exhausting. I'll do it later, don't worry. Hey Lex, thank you, I appreciate it. Cryptex and Looney, thank you guys both so much. I appreciate both you guys.
Says,
and I
he'll
hope
do it later, don't worry.
I hope every single one of you guys has a fantastic rest of your night. I'll see you guys later. Bye.